The biggest news I would say from Friday had to have been Trick Williams making his I get it was that was officially him being SmackDown. Like I don't know if they ever said Trick Williams signed to SmackDown, but Sami Zayn's out there talking the talk about, I'm about to be that guy. I got the one thing I ain't done is get that world title, blah blah blah. And Trick walked out there, coke white, whole fit was white.
It was cocaine in the pockets of that jacket,
and made a real statement. He made a huge statement at that moment.
That South Philly Scante.
I thought it was funny because the crowd was like, he's healing. He ain't doing nothing but heal right now. But
wait. Why is he healing?
Like a bad guy. He's being a bad guy.
No. Why he gotta be the bad? He looked like a hero to me, nigga.
You don't understand what he
is.
Yeah, man. Man.
Darth Vader was a bad guy.
Yeah.
I love Trick Williams. I love Trick Williams. If I saw Trick Williams,
a bad guy.
That's how it worked.
Because he cheated a little.
I didn't. Did I say he cheated?
No, I'm asking because he cheated.
I'm saying in this conversation, Sami Zayn was out.
It looked like a winner talking to a loser.
Well, that's what Sami Zayn was out there, the hat in hand. I know you guys been rocking with me, because this is the same story it always is. I'm gonna get that world championship one of these days, y'all. Y'all believe me? Yeah, Sami, we believe you.
Sami Zayn don't look like a nigga that'll stop on the side of the road and help you with your tire. What's going on? I got a jack in the car.
Yeah,
that's the thing that annoys me with Sami is that there's no effort in his presentation, and I get that's kind of his character, but it's like, it costs a lot of money. I will say, Trick, it gave me chill. Our black guys are ready. Our black boys from NXT are ready. And when Trick came out, first of all, the crowd knew his song, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
The main roster crowd singing his song. Yep. He comes out in the snow white fur with the lemon pepper steppers. And what I love about the physical presentation of his gimmick is that now I'm going to get in my fashion bag a little bit. He is channeling the great 1970s blaxploitation films.
Okay.
But giving it a modern twist. The platform shoes, the big furs. And it's so funny because I went to see
Victor Sweet.
Right, it is. I went to see Coffee with Pam Grier in the movies yesterday, and last night because they were showing it at the theater by my house, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's Trick Williams! That's who he is really referencing, whether he's doing it knowingly or not. It is a '70s blaxploitation pimp. That is the visual.
That
yes.
When you see Trick Williams come out like that, do you see heel?
I think the definition of heel has transformed over the years.
Absolutely.
And I think that two things can be true. Yes, you are looking at a winner and a loser. But in traditional wrestling psychology, they're going to say that Trick is a heel, right?
White man psychology.
This is true. However, I think Trick really has tweener kind of energy. If I'm being honest,
I agree with that. Yeah,
he has I think Trick is the type of person that he would be able to generate heel heat, but he's a heel that people will still support.
So,
I think that's why they did this, because the difference between these two gentlemen are very, very clear, and I don't think they like the concept of tweeners anymore because it muddies the water, right? So you want to be able to tell clear-cut stories. Because the trick of wrestling is to dictate to your audience. And when they start being like, no, we want to cheer this guy, that's when they start having problems.
But the thing is,
cool heels I don't like cool heels anymore.
So you're gonna have to change the music.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And you can't change the music.
They may.
You can't.
It's going to. This is what I'm saying. That that duality there makes it hard to book him because they want to tell black and white stories.
Yeah,
Is
and the
gray,
black man is not the heel this time.
What I
Motherfucker.
I think what you end up doing though is because he's wrestling Ray Phoenix on SmackDown Friday night.
Oh, that's a win.
That's Trick is gonna win.
A win.
Remember when we was at watching WrestleMania? Naomi came out with the whole new. What was that WrestleMania? What pay-per-view was she came out with the whole new music?
That was.
I think it might have been WrestleMania.
Whenever she had the whole, it's like an official signifying of the character. I don't think you can introduce anything with Trick the first time he's on TV. That first time he's going to wrestle, he's gonna have a whole intro. They can really debut him the way they want to debut him. He may have a whole new theme song. It may not be whooped that. It may be some slower down. It may not be something you can chant.
That's cutting them off.
You better not.
But and then what you do is when he turns a heel, you bring. At some point you can't have them scream and whoop that Trick if they want him to be the bad guy that they're not cheering.
He's not a bad guy,
right? If you're trying to build stars, which this is what it seems like they're trying to do, they're trying to create a new generation of stars. It does not do Trick or the product a service by changing his theme song. That's like when people used to say that dumbass shit about Bianca need to cut her ponytail, and it was like a year into her reign. Like, girl, get the what on my face? Like, what are you
people saying?
They changed Last Legends music twice, right?
Well, that's because hers was horrible and nobody knew it. That's different.
We wasn't going up for that. We wasn't going up for Last music.
Right.
I'm going based off of like what they're doing in debuting and turning these people into the character when they go from NXT to the main roster. It's how it goes. Just be ready for it.
This is what I'm saying. When you brought up the topic, I'm not talking about when the nigga music hit.
Of course.
On Friday, I'm talking about when you brought the topic up.
And I called him a heel. Yes.
No. Hold on. When you brought the topic up, the chat went up. Now, I'm not talking about on the show. So Friday, you saw what happened when his music hit. Them niggas went bonkers.
And then they had him cut a heel promo on Sami Zayn. I mean, what?
So they're already doing what I said is the problem.
I don't think they could. I don't think they're going to be. How long could they be in a situation where he's bouncing back and forth, where he's getting all the cheers, and then he's also doing the dastardly stuff? It's not how they do stuff.
I just think personally, we could be wrong, right? I just don't see them changing his music.
No, I don't think I see that, but that I feel like it's a problem because you want him to be a bad guy.
He ain't no bad guy.
You are presenting him as a bad guy, and then you're coming down and letting him do cool stuff.
I think writers in the business at large sometimes can be very insulting to fans and their knowledge, because we don't live in a world of wrestling. You always say, fan, wrestling is a reflection of the world. Heels and heroes are not 1D anymore. Not in life, not in the world, not on television, not in the movies. Even the Punisher had a sympathy story that made him relatable. So I think wrestling does itself a disservice sometimes by trying to create these clear-cut black and white stories. It's just like with Dominic Mysterio. Dominic is supposed to be a heel, but nobody is like, he had heel heat at one time, but like, I just think we need to move past this. You are a cowboy and I'm an Indian and cops and robbers. That's kind of late. No shade. And it's not, it's insulting.
It is, but it isn't. If you just look at, like, storytelling can evolve, but the basis of stories, it ain't a whole lot of new stories under the sun. So the framework of a story needs to be based in something concrete for that story to hit. If you keep playing the middle, you will end up in the middle. You have to gradually have some story for someone to tell and for people to get behind, because they have to have a journey to go on, and they got to give you a reason to go on that journey with the people you want to go on with.
And I think that could be very true, but the music ain't the way to do that.
I mean, the music is, for me, the music isn't, they don't need, I don't think, I mean, I definitely don't think they're gonna.
What new talent? Let me ask you this question. What new talent, main roster or NXT period, has a song that gets people up like that? Braun Breaker don't got it. Nothing a lot. He is that is very idiosyncratic and unique to him as a new talent. None of the new talent have a record that gets the crowd up.
Yeah, because that trick is something we all know and like to say.
Right. And Braun Breaker don't got one. Nobody come like, oh, rock the record. Look at what happened to the Becky
you
Lynch.
are the most immature nigga.
Look at Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch changed her music, and I think it was dumb because nobody likes that song.
Like her.
Nobody is singing that song. You need to go back to I like the work you're doing, but bitch, when that is coming town, like nobody's saying it.
You sound like you proving my point. It sounds like when they turn these people into certain type of positions, they actually end up change their music and stuff like that. Like this is something that happens. I'm not saying it's gonna happen with Trick. I'm just saying be prepared, whether it's Friday night or sometime soon.
But also look at all the work that he did to get where he is. That ain't had nothing to do with the song. Like I don't want him to become the Trick Man, like the Eat Man. You know what I'm saying?
But he's not.
He's done. This is what I'm saying. He's done so much work. He's done so much work as a character that, like that, all that TNA run, like he really, nobody else profited off of that as much as he did. Right?
And if he did that with the song. So he can do that again with the song. I just don't think changing that man music at this critical time with his transition is the way to go. I just don't think it is. I don't think that serves him. I don't think that serves the product. And it doesn't serve the fans. The fans enjoy singing that song and they are invested in the character. Now, who I think is a song and a gimmick is Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry is a song. Joe Hendry is that. And
he just popped up in the stream. I'm just kidding.
Right. But I say this. Joe Hendry, once again, if this was Vince McMahon's show, would be chasing that green belt with no side plates.
Shout out to Derek, the Baltimore ref.
Facts. Shout out Derek.
Shout out to Derek.
He may be in TNA. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. Again, Trick's got the match against Ray Phoenix. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds for him. Anyway, regardless, whatever the case may be, having him in a segment with Sami Zayn that first night, going back and forth, and he did great work in that promo. Everything he does, and it was even him having his feet up on the desk over the last couple of weeks. Like I think he already got it.
He's a star.
He is
a star, and that's just the reality of the situation. I also want to shout out Carmelo Hayes. Great match with Gargano.
It was a good match.
You know, Carmelo is doing it the way he needs to in the ring, matches, having something. They're building him the way that they need to build him.
Facts.
You know, everybody isn't going to be the superstar or a talker, that kind of thing. And it's interesting looking at Carmelo and Trick, because I know that they will revisit that at some point. But right now, Hollywood Trick should not be touching Carmelo. It's two different lanes. It's two different energies. Hollywood Trick is given, I'm going to be in the main event scene soon. Carmelo is given, I'm going to be a really great wrestler, and I'm going to get there eventually.
You know what? That I would love to see, just like once a month, niggas just walk past each other in the hallway. What's up, babe?
They're gonna have to. Yeah,
like that kind of stuff, and then you build it. You know what I mean? But that's a god dang Diesel Shawn Michaels that they could do eventually.
Facts.
Yeah.
100%.
But right now, I'm sorry. I view Trick as elevated. I put Trick over Carmelo right now.